What's going on, guys? It is Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today I'm going to be doing a Whatsold video. It's been a while since I did one of these, so let's get into it. Alright, so let's start off with these cards. Now I bought these at Goodwill on a half off day. I think they wanted, let me see. I should have thought about this before. I think they wanted $10 for them. I paid about $5 a box and I got something like close to 20 boxes. Anyway, I've been selling through these slowly. These ones sold, I think best offer, I think maybe it was really $16 plus shipping. They went to the States, but like I said, I don't have a whole lot into these, maybe $5. So these will be pretty good flips going into Q4. Next up, this vintage Cabbage Patch. Now this guy, I just picked up not that long ago. I think it was, I bought like, I don't know, like maybe about 10 of them all at once. I think it was probably in a video as well. I think I paid about $5 a piece and bought all of them, so it was a pretty good deal. They've been selling roughly for about $20 a piece. This one sold for full price. Now I do have a big bin of them I haven't listed yet. Every once in a while I'll just pull one out and list it. They typically sell fairly quickly. I do have a couple that have been sitting in my store for a while, but for the most part, these Cabbage Patch Kids, if you can get them, are really cheap, like $2 to $5. So they'll sell for anywhere between, $20 to $40 depending on which one you have. Next up, we have this Reebok jersey, New Orleans Saints. It's a women's jersey, new with tags. I picked this up in a recent yard sale video. I paid $10 for this and it sold really quick for $30. I think I had it listed for, I think like $38 originally. Somebody sent me a low best offer. We kind of went back and forth and we landed on 30 bucks. Being that the NFL season has just started, a lot of the NFL stuff has been going. On Poshmark, I've sold a few starter jackets that are like NFL. And I think I have another jersey here I'm going to show you as well. So yeah, next up is this other jersey. You guys see me pick this up at another yard sale video. I think I paid $5 for this. When I bought it, I actually didn't realize it was new with tags as well, but it sold for $38, best offer accepted. I think I had this one listed for about 45 bucks. I don't know a whole lot. I'm not even sure who McCoy is. That's how much I know about football. I love baseball. I love music. I love a lot of things. Video games, football's not one of them, but it is stuff that is going to sell really well. When I was a kid, I did like football a little bit. I followed, to date myself a bit, I followed, Joe Montana in the end of his career and was a pretty good Chiefs fan. But after that, it really just fell off for me. All right, next up, a Starbucks Tumbler. Now these things do sell pretty well. Everything Starbucks related that I've bought, I've sold so far, whether it be just cups, mugs. You definitely want to check comps on things because not all Starbucks stuff is worth a ton of money, but this was worth pretty decent money. What did I get? $22.89, weird number. Plus shipping. I think I picked this up at Salvation Army for like $1, so you can't really complain with flips like that. And these Starbucks mugs, especially the tumblers seem to sell pretty quick for me. Next up, I have these Nike SBs. Now I picked this up at the beginning of this yard sale season. I picked up 2 brand new pairs in box for, I believe, $20 roughly a piece. The other pairs sold really quickly, actually, for the full, I think, $110, $120 that I listed for. This one I had to run sales on, and they did eventually sell for $75. That's still a pretty good flip, though, really, turning $20 into $75 plus shipping. And I didn't have them that long, maybe just a few months. Next up, I have these Funko Pops. Now, I haven't talked too much about it yet on the channel, but I did do a big buy with a company. I tried to get into wholesale. I tried to buy directly from Funko. My online sales aren't big enough, so they give you different distributors or distribution companies, I guess it's called, in your area. And I found one, and I've been working with this one, and it's been not going very smoothly, to be honest. But I have been getting some product. I paid quite a bit of money up front. I paid about $1,000 up front, and these things have been trickling in slow. I kind of assumed the ones that I ordered would come right away, but because of the way that Funkos are made and released, it's been a slow process. But I've sold 6 of these guys for basically $27.40 is what I have them listed for. I think maybe I've accepted a best offer like $25 on one of them, and roughly I think I'm into these about $10 a piece. So being that this is a wholesale deal, that's not too bad. You can kind of expect to make about 50% on wholesale, so I'm still making a little bit better than that. If you currently look in my store, I have quite a few Funkos listed. And basically anything you see in there, I paid about $10 for. Some of them are, you know, selling for around $20, $16, like, you know what I mean? Some of those aren't great return on investments, but, you know, like guys like this, pretty decent. And I think I had a little wing that sold recently too that's in this price range from the wholesaler as well. Next up, I'm kind of rambling through these pretty quick, guys. So, you know, I want to give you the most amount of information I can in a, you know, little chunk of time. So here, I picked these up again this summer at a yard sale. We're talking about the Citizen VCR. I think in the video I talked about finding it and not really seeing any comps, but I still thought it would probably sell for somewhere between $30 to $50. Well, I took a best offer of $34 on this guy plus shipping. I believe that I believe this one stayed in Canada somewhere, and the shipping cost pretty much was bang on. I think I charged $20 and it probably cost me about $18 to ship this thing, so not too bad. And yeah, nothing special. Like I said, it's just a Citizen. You can check comps out online for it. The only one you probably will see for this model is mine, because I think it's the only one that's sold. But VCRs do sell pretty good if they're in good condition, good working order. Citizen is still a good brand, but it doesn't really compare with like Sony, JVC, stuff like that. Next up, I have this Nintendo Wii. Now this one was kind of interesting. I paid $1 out of a bin from some guy. He had two of them. I picked them both out. I think one of them actually had a game in them. Nothing great, like Just Dance or something like that. No cords or anything untested, just if they work, they work. What came home, I actually had at the Goodwill bins a few weeks ago now, found power cords and some, those are component cables, I guess, with the 5 ends on them. So I had a power cable, plugged it in. This one is complete with everything except for the sensor bar. The other one is, I think, still listed as console only. I did test it, it turned on and worked. So pretty good. Turning $1 into $45 is pretty awesome. And I think just console only, I think I have it listed for around, I think $30. I would have to look to be sure, but still pretty good. You know, finding a couple of Wiis for $1 and flipping them into, you know, a good chunk of money. Pretty happy with that as well. Now the last one I'm going to share with you guys today is another VCR. I found this, I think, at Onward Thrifts. I don't think it was recording this day or anything. It was with the remote. They were asking $15. I hemmed or hawed. Wasn't really sure if I should pick this up or not. Looked up, you know, Toshiba VCRs do sell for good money. I listed this one for $65, and I feel like I probably listed it too low because it sold almost instantly with the remotes. It was a nice VCR, tested it out, just hooked it up to the TV, put a tape in it, played it, fast forward, rewind, stop, eject, all those functions work. I don't test these things for hours, but you know, you just want to make sure they work. I also made sure the remote function works so I could basically use it as well. It's a good working order. So this VCR was definitely a really nice sale. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I do believe this is probably the end of my yard sale season, unfortunately. We're in the middle of September. I'm actually going on vacation this week coming, is why I decided to do a Whatsold video so I can post it on Monday for you guys to have a little bit of content and some cool stuff you can look out for as well. When I get back in the mornings here, it is getting super cool in the mornings and it gets warm in the day, but people generally don't have yard sales here late September. So I'll be looking for some estate sales. I'll be hitting the Thrift again quite heavily, and obviously the Goodwill bins in my area. You know, if we do pop, or if I do find any yard sales, I'll definitely go and try to record for you guys as well. But you know, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video or the yard sale series that I did all summer, please give this video a big thumbs up. Until next time, guys, take care, stay safe. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.